Okay, each week before every Colts game, we are giving you the 3 keys to victory. Here are our 3 keys to victory as the Colts get ready to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars in the season opener. First off, number 1, Richardson in rhythm here for the Horseshoe. The Colts need to make sure their young quarterback settles in and gets into a good rhythm early on. Efficiency has been the weakness of his game to this point, because it's the early part of the year. Of course, remember, getting off to a great start is key for him on offense. Number 2, dominate the defensive line. The Colts' deepest position group needs to set the tone today on defense, and it starts up front with DeForest Buckner as well. Buckner aims for his 4th game in a row against the Jags with the sack. And number 3, MPJ making some plays. The Colts' top wideout set career highs in catches and 13 receiving yards and 134 yards, that is, in last game against the Jaguars. That's this week's keys to victory for the Colts against the Jaguars.
Countdown to kickoff game picks.
All right, before we make our picks, it's time to find out who's in and who's out. So for that, let's head back out to Lucas Oil Stadium and check in with Andrew Chernoff, who has more on that. Take it away, Andrew.
Yeah, you see the big names that are on that injury report who are inactive today includes Zach Moss, the Colts running back, who broke his arm at the start of training camp. He was questionable, then was downgraded to doubtful yesterday. He is inactive today, so that means Deion Jackson is going to take over that starting spot at running back. So expect Evan Hull to see a lot of running as well today. Meanwhile, Juju Brents, the local kid who was drafted by the Colts in the NFL draft earlier this year, is also inactive. Those are a couple of the big names that are out. No other really big surprises from that standpoint. Shaq Leonard, though, is playing today, so that's big. Let's bring in Angela Morian. Angela, definitely a new dynamic, especially for this running back situation. How does that impact your pick for this game?
It impacts it a lot, but I'm picking the Jaguars more so because of who Jacksonville has rather than who's not playing for the Colts. Jacksonville has a slew of offensive weapons for quarterback Trevor Lawrence. You're talking Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne, Calvin Ridley. That's why I'm picking the Jags today. However, Jags haven't won in Indy in 5 years, so that's going to be something to keep an eye on.
And Doug Peterson made a note of that during this whole week. I'm going with the Jags as well. 31-17 is my prediction. I think they score a late touchdown, so I think the game's closer than that final score actually shows. But AC, I mean, it's going to be a fascinating game because I don't really know if we know what to expect with this Colts team. So
explosiveness, that's what we expect.
And Richardson is hoping to have some explosive plays, AC.
All right, so you guys are going with all Jacksonville. Okay, thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the post-game show. What do you think? Who are you going with?
I like Jacksonville. I think there's too many question marks on the Colts' offensive line, pass rush, and secondary. I think the Colts play well, but Jacksonville sneaks out a win today.
All right, so you're going with Jacksonville. Well,
what are you going to do, AC? You going against the trend? What do you think?
I'm believing in Anthony Richardson. I'm going with the Colts. I think the Colts
continue the trend, huh? Okay.
And they get a win. Hey, they don't know anything about the Colts
true.
First week,
so true.
you know, and so, you know, like I said, Jacksonville had to literally play perfect games down the stretch last year to get into the postseason. So I'm taking my chances with the Colts. I think they get it done. Hey,